Welcome, gentle yoga. How you doing? Let's find our deep breath. In through the nose. Let's close down the back of the throat. And let's notice, I have some props today. If you don't have yoga blocks, please grab maybe a crate, some books if you want, a box, whatever you have, and maybe a blanket if you want. So now's a great time to hit pause and find that. And when we're ready, we're going to start in mountain pose at the top of our mat. Let's root through our feet. Lift and spread the toes. And then find all corners, 4 corners of our feet. Lift the arches. Breathe in so deep as we feel the shoulders soften. And let's just inhale, shoulders up to our ears. Exhale, open the palms, and then again. Connecting to our gratitude, growing the positive mind with the practice of gratitude. Welcome, gentle yoga. How you doing? Breathing, feeling. Maybe opening the mouth on the next exhale. Finding a releasing breath. So at any time we need a pause, we can find this mountain pose. Right? We don't need to ask for permission. Core is strong. Let's find those muscles on our pelvic floor we use to stop the urine flow. Lift those muscles up like there's an elevator. Draw the belly button to the spine. And then belly button and spine, draw to the heart center. Let's find our standing cat-cow. As we warm up the spine, bring some gentle strength and heat to the legs. Soften the shoulders. When we flow today, let's invite that vibration, that flow of gratitude into our body with our breath. Maybe one more flow. And then let's get rid of those negative emotions, tension, stress, fear, anxiety. Let's find our feet wide. I'm going to call this 5-pointed star. Palms face up, knees and toes point forward. And let's just roll our hips if that feels good. Our core is our protection to our practice. Welcome, gentle yoga. Breathe, feel. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Feel the shoulders soften, and let's find our moon flow. Exhale. Right. Inhale as we reach. Look up if that feels good. Soften the shoulders. Exhale. Knees and toes are pointing in the same direction. Our knees are over ankles. And we're strengthening the knees here by externally rotating. So we might notice our knees want to collapse, right? So there's nothing wrong with that, but we're just going to externally rotate those knees out, right over center toes. And then whenever you feel ready, or the need, we'll come back to these little circles. So free flow. Find something that feels good in your body. Exhale as we draw to the earth. Hey, gentle yoga. Inhale as we stretch, lengthen. We're gently strengthening, right? The body, the core, the thighs, the hips, the upper back, right? Drawing those elbows down with a lot of strength. Let's invite our breath to slow. Let's invite that little space in between our breath. Right, a little pause at the top of your inhale whenever that happens. A little pause at the bottom of the exhale. time to fill the entire torso with breath. And then connecting to that longer exhale. Taking more time during this pandemic to connect to our nervous system. That long exhale signals to the nervous system that it's time to release tension, stress, anxiety. Maybe roll the shoulders. When you're ready, let's find one more flow of moon flow. Inhale. Great job. When we're ready, hands to the heart. Let's turn those toes forward, hinge from the hips. And let's just put a soft bend in the knees. Exhale. Opposite shoulder to opposite knee. So it doesn't matter, right? Take a pause in the exhale. Beautiful release to the low back. Inhale. Lots of gentle strength to the thighs, right? Burning and shaking in the bellies of our muscle, right? Inside the muscle. That's a great thing, gentle yoga. Pain in our joints, that's not welcome. So we're growing the power of the positive mind from the book, Growing the Positive Mind by Dr. William Larkin, by feeling our emotions, right? So checking in, maybe one or two more flows. Pain in our joints is a negative feeling. So that is our guidepost to move away from that, right? Reset the structure of the pose. Maybe rest in mountain if we're standing, right? Breathe, feel. Turn those toes out. We might find sun, building a lot of heat. As we come down, our palms face up, right? Reach from each side to each side. If we're healing the shoulders, we can be hips or heart. Inhale, right? Let's find our flow. Exhale with your breath. Strengthening those knees. Knees tracking over center toes. Knees over ankles. That's the structure of the pose. Core is strong. One more round of breath. Maybe, maybe not. On our next sit back sun pose builds a lot of heat, right? Generated from the sun. So we're going to avoid our hips dropping any lower than our knees here, right? Lots of strength. Breathe. Check in, right? This is a great time to check into gratitude. Maybe saying, hey legs, I'm grateful for you. One more round of whisper breath. Inhale. Let's turn those toes forward. Deep bend in the knees. Hinge from the hips. Let's find our hands to our crates, our block, our boxes. Right? Standing straddle splits. Maybe send the hips side to side. So if we suffer from sciatica, deep bend in the knees and all forward folds, whether we're seated or standing, right? We're gonna exhale. Allow the head to hang heavy. We might be able to lower the blocks, maybe, maybe not, right? Use the blocks for length. Let's let go of tension. Back, gently shake the head, no. And then maybe yes. And let's find that long breath. We might even turn the toes in just a bit. Like it's a nice little stretch for the ankles. And as we signal to our sinking breath, to just spend a little bit more time lengthening. We're going to let go of tension in our low back, our hamstrings, our hips. If we do not feel good here, our way out is halfway left. Turn those toes and knees facing forward. How you doing? Head above the heart. This helps to equalize our blood pressure, right? Hands in our crate, our blocks, right? YouTube, you're at home. You can press pause at any time and find the things you need around your house. If we're still below the heart, head below the heart, let's find our halfway lift. Breathe. Feel the shoulder blades soften down the back. Core is strong. There's a lot of core strength here. Notice all the way from your tailbone out the crown of the head, a nice neutral spine. Connect back to that sinking breath. 2 more rounds of whisper breath. So as we're releasing the hips, the hamstrings, the inner thighs, we're strengthening our core and our mind by practicing bringing in gratitude to your body. What are you grateful for today? Could be your health. Could be this time to turn off the news and just take some quiet time for yourself, right? Don't overthink it. Could be for the color of your shirt. I talk about that a lot, right? Sometimes we think, oh, we have to have super great things to be grateful for. No, it could be anything, right? We're growing the power of the positive mind. In the next round of breath, let's come back to that forward fold. Allow the head to hang heavy. Breath to lengthen. Gentle yoga when you're ready, halfway lift. So we're going to prepare for a gentle rotation, a gentle reminder. We only rotate on a long neutral spine. So we're going to use the block, the books to help us here. Let's keep our left hand grounded, and we're just going to adjust so that our left hand is just directly under our chin. So I'll look opposite of you because I'm not mirror imaging as we're on YouTube. Core is strong. Notice the spine is long. Head's above the heart, right? Inhale, we're gonna exhale our right hand to the low back. Oh, a nice, delicious, gentle twist. So we might start to stack that right shoulder on top of the left. Check the neck, gentle yoga. We can look down. We can look straight ahead, or we can look up. See what feels good. Feel the feels in your body, right? That right hand's on the low back, so we're just feeling, right? That low back is nice and neutral. We're avoiding any rounding now. So again, this nice stretch to our obliques, as well as the lower body, the hips, the inner thighs, the hamstrings. Breathe deep. If we want more gentle yoga, we can take that right hand and lift it tall, right? Stacking, right wrists on top of elbow, on top of shoulder, on top of bottom shoulder. That brings a lot of strength to that right shoulder, right? More is not always better. 2 more rounds of breath. Bring in your gratitude. When you're ready, gently unwind. Deep bend in the knees. Track the knees out over center toes. We turn those center toes out. Bring the hands to the thighs. Welcome back as we rise. Inhale. So find your moon flow or find your sun. Remember, we can bring hands to the heart or the hips. Okay? Breathing, feeling. Taking this flow, which is a form of moving meditation. We're taking this vibration, this energy of growing the up spiral life. We're bringing in gratitude. 1 more flow. It's your flow. Breathe. Great job, gentle yoga. When we're ready, shake out those hips if that feels good. And then turn those toes Knees, point them forward. Hinge from the hips. Hand the thighs. Let's take this release. We've been here before. Opposite shoulder, opposite knee. Inhale, neutral. Core is strong. Exhale. And then we'll come back to neutral spine. Deep bend in the knees as we exhale. Forward fold, standing straddle splits. Relax the head, the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. So it's a nice long spine. How you doing? Breathe. Let's take the right hand underneath, block, right? If we need more length, so we want that spine long when we rotate. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Check for strength. And then we start to bow and arrow that left hand to the low back. Exhale. So we're gonna hold on to this gentle rotation for maybe 3 to 5 rounds of breath. Remembering our options, if we want more, we can lift that top hand. Just be mindful that we're not throwing that arm all the way back and putting that precious shoulder out of alignment. So it's a nice stacking of the joints. Using your mind's eye to feel the joint and joints in the body. Yeah, feeling the emotion. So then we notice something negative in our body in the practice of yoga, we move away from that if it's in our joints, right? Burning and shaking in our muscles is a good thing. So we're kind of training our mind for that. If we need to rest, we can rest anytime we want. Let's connect to that long whisper exhale. 2 more rounds of whisper breath. So when we slow way down in our breath and our movement, we get to come out of this constant state of just chaos, right? And you might be thinking, well, I'm already slowing down, I'm forced to stay home. But the idea is we're forced, right? We're forced into this new way of life. So take advantage of this time to purposely slow the movement, the breath. When we're ready, come back. All right, forward fold if that feels good. Allow the low back to round. We might be able to move to our forearms, maybe not. Let go of force. Allow the head to hang down. Gentle yoga. Let's track our knees and our toes. Deep in. How you doing? Lift the head above the heart. Let's find our hands to the thighs. Let's rise. Relax those hips if that feels good. And then let's heel toe. Heel toe. Heel toe. The way. Let's find mountain pose, top of the mat. Inhale. Open up, cactus arms. Deep bend in the knees. Forward fold. And we're gonna find our tabletop. If we need more cushion for our knees, we can use a blanket. Let's open up into cow. Core is strong. We can tuck the toes if the arches need a stretch. Exhale, cow. Gentle yoga, tabletop. Let's take the right knee off the earth and let's really keep the right foot flexed so it's a flat foot. Feel the strength in the right glute here and then exhale. We're going to round in like a cat-like back. Traveling that right knee's toe towards the nose, scooping the core strong. Inhale. Yeah, nice little stretch to the front of the hip. That feels good. Exhale. So flow with the pace of your breath. If we need a break for the wrists, take a break, right? Protect the wrists by spreading the hands wide. Push hard into the fingerprints and knuckles. Maybe we take one more flow. And when we're ready, child's pose. Send those knees wide. Outstretch the arms. Hips travel to the heels. And any movement that feels good in the body. Notice here, if the forehead doesn't make it to the earth, use your hands. Stack your fists, use your blocks. Protect the neck at all costs. Breathe. Open and close the hands, roll the wrists, maybe roll the forehead, maybe send the hips side to side. 3 more rounds of gratitude, right? So take in maybe the same thing you're grateful for, or maybe 3 different things. Tabletop, structure of the pose, stack the joints, soften the shoulders, exhale cat. Drop the chin to the chest and take a pause here. Once your pause is complete, inhale, rise. If those arches of the feet need a stretch, toes can be tucked. It's a delicious stretch, especially if we suffer from plantar fasciitis. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. If our knees need more stability, then our toes can be flattened to the earth, right? And we can even take a blanket underneath. One more flow, take your time. It's like a slow motion movement, right? So when we do this, when we slow our breath and then match our movement to the breath, sunbird, lift the left leg, inhale. So knee stays in line with hip, how you doing? Exhale, round. When we slow our breath and then match the movement, right, we're letting the body unwind from the constant chaos of the news, the fear of the unknown. You see, gentle yoga. Yoga is so much for the mind as it is for the body. Remember, we can find our breath at any time. We could be watching the news, we could get bad news in a phone call, right? And we don't have to start practicing the physical practice of yoga. We can just practice the breath of yoga by slowing our breath, lengthening the exhale, right? So we're flowing here. Inhale. And then exhale, round. Nice stretch to the back, scooping the core strong. Maybe 2 more flows. Our hips to the side, easy seat. Roll the wrists, breathe, roll the shoulders. Take in some water. A great moment to connect to gratitude. Inhale. Open up, cactus arms. One more time. Find our backs, gentle yoga. So let's send those hips to the side. And we're gonna take one knee with us, doesn't matter which. Our opposite hand will be our helper. Our opposite forearm will be our helper. If we have blocks, we can take them with us, books, blankets, anything we might have. Tuck both knees into the chest. A little gentle release for the low back, the hips. Hands are on the backs of the thighs. And let's take our feet flat to the earth. Let's draw our palms, face them up. Inhale, we're going to find a nice bridge as we just slowly start to peel the hips, the low back, one vertebrae at a time. Our knees are in line with our hip bones. Our knees are on top of ankles, and then slowly one vertebrae at a time on the exhale. And then we might invite one knee at a time. Breathing, feeling. We might take a couple rounds of breath here. Listening to the body. Palms face up. That helps to open the chest and shoulders. When you're ready, inhale. I encourage you to get outside. Even if it rains, which we're expecting rain in SoCal again, right? Get outside, connect to nature. On rainy days, listen to the rain. I like to call that raindrop meditation. Watch the clouds. It's a form of meditation. Watch the clouds float around. And maybe even slow your breath. Pace your breath to the clouds. If the wind is blowing, listen for the leaves. So we're free flowing, inhaling into your bridge. We might come up a little bit higher each time. Being mindful, we can take an easy swallow. And being mindful in bridge not to look around. We want to keep that cervical spine, the neck, in neutral. So our eyes are faced towards the blue skies or the ceiling, right? Eyes can be opened or closed, so if you want to watch those clouds, I highly recommend you do that. If you're in your house, right? Get outside sometime today, tomorrow, next week. Connect to nature. 2 more flows. Inhale when you're ready. Exhale. Reconnect back. Beautiful stretch to the front of the hips as we're strengthening the back of the body. Next round of breath. Let's hold on to our left leg. Let's let our right foot find the earth. We can keep the right foot flat, a bend in the knee as we gently start to straighten the left leg. Inhale. Core is strong. So we're on our back, the supine position. We get to take all the pressure off our spine, our neck. The earth supports us here. Breathe. So check in. We can outstretch that right leg if the low back allows, right? Listen to your body. If there's pressure or tension in the low back, then bring that bend knee back. Foot flat. Take 4 more rounds of long breath. Each round of breath, we might invite something new we're grateful for. Connecting to feeling our body, our emotions. So the series we've been in, Growing the Positive Mind by Dr. William Larkin. The doctor suggests it's so important for us to feel our emotions and acknowledge those negative feelings, whether it be in the physical body or the mind. And then to move away from those negative feelings. Or in our body, right? So those are our guideposts. Not to ignore, not to go into a state of denial. And we can use this tool now during this pandemic, right? Be aware of what's going on as opposed to going into a state of denial or ignoring it completely, right? There is a certain time that we've got to watch the news just to stay informed and stay safe. 1 more round of breath. But to notice, right, when we're coming to the negative, to notice, how can we move to the positive? In the practice of yoga, we can move out of the posture, right? Reset the body, hug both knees to the chest. We can make adjustments to the posture. And just in our daily living, same concept, right? We can also come to the practice of gratitude. This is how we strengthen the positive mind. When we're ready, left foot flat, inhale. Start to gently straighten that right leg. Lengthen the exhale. So the core strong, that's the protection to our pose. It's the protection to our practice. Check in, it might feel nice to extend the left leg, it might not. Feet are active, toes flexing towards the shin. Come back to your gratitude. Final round of whisper breath. And when ready, deep into the knee and invite the other knee to come in through the chest. Notice if the tailbone's connected to the earth, it might feel really nice to gently rock. If the tailbone's lifted, hold the stretch in place. Maybe just roll the ankles, the toes. We might trace little half circles with the knees. A little myofascial release, a little self-massage for the low back. Next round of breath, feet flat. A nice little restorative option. So if we don't have a yoga block, we can get a book or two books, right? Inhale, the hips. And then slide the block or the books under the bony segment of the low back, palms face up. Breathe. Feel when you take the arms overhead. Start to listen for our longest whisper. Exhale. So we'll take our practice here in our counted breath. We can be in this restorative bridge, or we could just be feet flat, knees bent. We could heel toe the feet out, allow the knees to collapse. So we're going to establish your count of breath, not mine. Let's soften our core completely here and just start to breathe so deep so that the belly, ribs, chest expands. Take a little pause and then exhale. Feel the drop, the contraction to the belly, and then a little pause, and then do it again and just start to count the pace of your breath. Pause and then start to count the pace of your exhale. So there's no right or wrong here, and I'm not going to assign you to a count. I want you to find your natural count of breath. Take a couple rounds. And when you do, start to prompt your exhale to become maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 counts longer than your inhale, without forcing gentle yoga. So notice if we're feeling grouchy, right? Feel the feels. The negative feelings is our protection, right? If we're feeling grouchy, if we feel like our eyes are bulging, if we're clenching our jaws, we're forcing our breath. So it's a gentle nudge To nudge that exhale a little bit longer. And then whenever you find your inhale, let your gratitude pulse. As many things as you can think of with every round of breath. If we're comfortable with the count, some of us really find comfort with the count, right? It keeps our focus on our breath. It helps to prevent our mind from wandering off to what are we going to do next, right? So if we have very busy minds, we might find comfort with the count. So we can stay with the count, or we can let go of the count and just stay with the pace, right? Or whatever your natural breath was, that long exhale. Flowing with your gratitude. Listening for that long whisper to relax the mind and the body. Two more rounds of your longest exhale, gentle yoga. You feel complete, if we're still in that restorative bridge, engage the core, right? The rest of us will also engage the core. Lift the hips to remove the block. And with that core strong, go ahead, one knee in at a time. Taking any final movement the body craves before we find our final relaxation. And then when we're ready, we're going to find a place the body would like to be. I'll give one option today, but you can take whatever you need. Maybe kiss the feet together. Allow the hips to open as the knees gently fall to the outside of the mat. So I encourage you, gentle yoga, right, to use your props and final relaxation. So if we're in that butterfly, we can have blankets, towels, blocks. Find your most natural state of breath. So we're going to let go of that counted breath, that yogic breath where we listen for the whisper. Going to find that most natural state of breath that happens automatically. Our core is completely soft. So relax from scalp to toes. So let's let go of our holding patterns in our face. Wiggle the eyebrows around, unhinge the jaw. Notice the neck, the shoulders, the back, releasing completely. The belly, the hips, the glutes, the legs, the fingers, the toes. And as we come into our final meditation, most important part of our practice, At any time we become distracted, which we will, I want you to acknowledge your distraction, but keep that acknowledgement brief. And then gently draw your mind back to your most natural state of breath. Do that as many times as it takes until peace settles in. Gentle yoga, stay right where you are. And just invite your conscious breath back into your body, into the nose, closing down the back of the throat. Maybe wiggle the fingers, the toes. Maybe roll the wrists, the ankles. As we reemerge, when we're ready for a little bit more movement, engage the core and then gently hug one knee in at a time to the chest. And then if we need more energy today, we'll choose our right side to roll to. And if we're in need of peace, stress relief, roll to your left side. And we're going to mimic the side-lying fetal position. If we need support for the neck, just tuck your own arm underneath your head like a pillow. With your core strong and your top hand, when you're ready, inhale, rise. And we're just going to find a nice, easy seated. Welcome back, gentle yoga. We're going to finish with our final releasing breath. So we're going to breathe so deep through our nose, and you're going to invite your gratitude into your body. You're going to take a little pause, right? Sealing that gratitude in, and then with a loud, audible, open mouth exhale, we're going to send our air out and get rid of any negative feelings, stress, nerves, tension that might still be left, right? Let's do that together. Breathe in so deep. Open the mouth. Complete empty. If that felt great, let's do it again. Breathe in deeper. Beautiful, gentle yoga. I'm grateful for you. Let's seal our practice. Inhale, arms up. Soften the shoulders, exhale, hands to the heart center. May the light in me honor and respect the light in you. I'm grateful for this time together on YouTube. Until I see you again, be well and have a blessed day. Namaste.